Queen Sofia of Enchantia was renowned for her kindness and courage. But one bright spring morning, as the gentle winds blew across the kingdom, she embarked on an adventure that would etch itself into the hearts of her family forever. Sofia had become queen 3 years ago when she married Prince Leo, a noble prince from a neighboring kingdom. Their love blossomed, and soon their joy multiplied with the birth of their daughter, Princess Elara. Elara was just a year old, with curly auburn hair and the brightest blue eyes that sparkled with curiosity. Though young, she was already showing signs of inheriting her mother's adventurous spirit. One sunny morning, Sofia awoke to the gentle coos of Elara. Prince Leo entered, his brown eyes gleaming with affection. "I have a surprise for you two today," he said mysteriously, holding up a rolled-up parchment. Sofia's eyes widened. "What is it?" Leo grinned. "A map to the ancient sky gardens. They say the flowers there bloom in colors no one has ever seen, and magical birds guard the garden's secrets. What better way to spend the day with our little princess?" Sofia laughed, excitement bubbling in her chest. "That sounds perfect, but how shall we get there?" Leo winked. "We'll fly there, of course." He led them to the royal courtyard, where a magnificent enchanted carriage awaited. It shimmered silver and blue, and 4 Pegasuses, their wings glittering in the morning sun, stood ready to take flight. Elara clapped her tiny hands, giggling with delight as she watched the Pegasuses snort and paw the ground. Sofia carefully placed Elara in the soft, cushioned seat of the carriage and climbed in beside her. Leo took the reins, and with a call, the Pegasuses lifted off the ground, soaring into the sky. Elara squealed with joy, her little hands reaching out to touch the clouds that drifted past. Sofia laughed, feeling the wind rush through her hair, and held her daughter close. Below them, Enchantia stretched out like a patchwork quilt of green meadows and shimmering rivers. As they soared higher, the air turned cool and crisp. Leo pointed ahead. "Look, the sky gardens await." The sky gardens floated in the clouds, a shimmering oasis of color and magic. Flowers the size of sun umbrellas bloomed in vivid hues, and rainbow-colored vines curled around crystal spires. Exotic birds with feathers like living jewels flitted from blossom to blossom, their songs filling the air with music. Leo guided the Pegasuses to a gentle landing, and Sofia lifted Elara from the carriage. They stepped onto a soft carpet of cloud-like moss, and Elara let out a delighted squeal as she toddled forward, tiny feet sinking into the plush ground. Sofia held her hand, careful to keep her safe. "Look at this, Elara," she said, pointing to a cluster of flowers that shimmered like stars. "Aren't they beautiful?" Elara babbled happily, her eyes wide with wonder. She reached out to touch the petals, which glowed softly at her touch. Sofia marveled at the sight, her heart swelling with love for her daughter and the wonder of the world they shared. Suddenly, a soft, musical trill sounded above them. Sofia looked up to see a magnificent bird with feathers of gold and sapphire circling overhead. It was the guardian of the sky gardens, known in legend as the Luminara. The Luminara landed gracefully before them, its eyes bright and wise. Sofia bowed her head respectfully. "We mean no harm, noble Luminara. We've come to admire the beauty of your garden." The bird tilted its head, then let out a low, musical coo. A trail of stardust drifted from its wings, and Sofia felt a warmth spread through her chest. "She welcomes us," Leo said softly, his voice full of awe. Elara reached out a tiny hand, and to everyone's amazement, the Luminara bent its head to her. Elara's fingers brushed the bird's feathers, and it let out a contented trill. The Luminara rose again and flew ahead, leading them deeper into the garden. Flowers parted for them, revealing a hidden glade where a crystal-clear pool shimmered like moonlight. Sofia sat on a cushion of moss, holding Elara in her lap. Leo joined them, his arm around Sofia's shoulders. "This place is full of magic," he murmured. "I'm glad we can share it with her." Elara reached for the water, and as her tiny fingers touched it, the pool lit up with swirling colors: pink, gold, and blue. It was as if the magic of the garden recognized her pure, innocent heart. Sofia watched her daughter in wonder. "She has a gift," she said softly, "a gift for seeing the beauty in everything." Leo nodded, his eyes tender. Like her mother, they spent the afternoon in the sky gardens, watching the Luminara dance among the blossoms and feeding Elara bits of sweet cloudberry pie from the basket they'd brought. The air was filled with laughter, the songs of the birds, and the quiet joy of being together. As the sun began to set, painting the clouds in shades of pink and gold, the Luminara returned to them. It hovered above, and Sofia felt a gentle warmth in her heart, a silent promise that they would always be welcome here. With one last look at the magical garden, they climbed back into the carriage. Leo took the reins, and with a call to the Pegasuses, they lifted into the sky once more. Elara snuggled against Sofia's chest, her eyes drooping with sleep. Sofia pressed a kiss to her forehead, feeling the gentle thrum of her daughter's heartbeat, so full of life and promise. Below them, the kingdom of Enchanted twinkled like 1,000 fireflies, and Sofia knew in her heart that this adventure was only the beginning. There would be countless days of magic and wonder, of laughter and love. She and Leo shared a quiet smile, knowing that no matter how high they soared or where they traveled, their greatest adventure would always be the family they built together. And so, with the stars beginning to twinkle above them, Queen Sofia, Prince Leo, and Princess Elara soared home, their hearts full of wonder, love, and the endless magic of the skies.